Welcome to another weekly edition of the Best Way to Smoke News, sponsored by none other than Cali God. Stop smoking spit, people.
No drip lip.
This is being presented to you by Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Yep, and stepping right on into it. East Aurora natives bring California Weed Company back home. Nate Ferguson left the Buffalo area in 2009 and headed west. Rob soon followed, and the two of them, along with the friend Ron Gershani, started a cannabis cultivation and manufacturing company in San Diego in 2013. It took grit to build up the Jetty Extracts brand they have now, following arrests, felony charges, federal government shutdowns, and a few regulations. Though California was the first state to legalize medical cannabis in 1996, there weren't a lot of regulations or rules around it. California also didn't legalize recreational marijuana use until 20 years later, which was around 2016. The Fergusons plan to build New York operations that mirror the Jetty that Jetty has in California, but it's going to depend on how the market grows in the next few years. I hope to see the same amount of jobs and people in New York that we have in California, Rob said. Western New York is always going to be in the cards, especially for manufacturing. So it seems as if like cannabis is booming around over there, you know what I'm saying, on the East Coast.
Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, they getting it up straight. They trying to bring that Cali swag over there, but you know, we're gonna keep the best in the West. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out, you know what I'm saying? Make sure the East Coast, you know what I'm saying, stay up on that real good, sticky, icky.
For sure. Moving on. Riverside County Law Enforcement seized $1 million in illegal cannabis mushroom products. According to a press release from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, the raid occurred on May 4th around 5:30 p.m. The Jurupa Valley Sheriff's Station Special Enforcement Team, SET, responded to the disturbance at the 1700 block of Production Circle, located within a business area that is home to other businesses of the Rubidoux Boulevard. Multiple people attempted to flee the scene, but the Sheriff's Department reports that many were detained. Jurupa Valley SET deputies located evidence of an illegal, unlicensed marijuana dispensary and secured the location. On-site officers found a variety of illegal cannabis products during the service of the search warrant. Deputies located approximately 115 pounds of processed marijuana, 10 pounds of psilocybin mushrooms, 100 pounds of marijuana concentrate, 2,400 marijuana vapes, and 1,200 edible marijuana items. The estimated value of the seized items was determined to be over $1 million, the department reported. And that's a lot. You know, it's a lot of this going around now, you know, of a lot of people getting busted, man. So my advice to people, though, is like, shit, if you want to move in that realm and move like that, just be very careful what you're doing, man.
Yeah, move accordingly. You know, it's like, even if it is like gray areas and like the so-called legalizations and the rules and shit that we got to abide by. You know what I'm saying? If you like within that goal line of it, like you probably like won't have to like fall subject to this type shit right here. Just get this, like, you know what I'm saying? Just take the time to get our shit straight, you know what I'm saying? So we don't got to, like, take L's like this. Because it's like, if you're looking at this as a community, it's like, what if all of this shit is, like, top-notch product? You know what I'm saying? That, like, growers, they took the time out, you know, to, like, get this shit right. Man. And now that this is being seized, you know what I'm saying? It's being put away. You know, and it's like, it may not be some illegal shit that I want to be illegal. It's just that you motherfuckers got so many hurdles. It's like, man,
can't get
fuck.
there, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is kind of like a loss to the actual people that's out there that's falling victim to the set, the Jurupa Valley set, that little police department set.
Tripping.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the consumer as well. Because it's like this, if you see shit up in here, the psilocybin mushroom, certain that shit helps treat, you know, like postpartum depressions and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got the weed, you know, that helps with certain people eating and relaxations and shit like that. So it's an L for the whole community. We
Yep.
just gotta like continue to share the word, uplift each other, share the news, stay updated on the rules, laws, and regulations wherever you are.
Yep. For sure.
Again, illegal cannabis is making California's water problems worse. Before we even get into that one, I don't understand how we can have water problems when correct me if I'm wrong, the earth's supposed to be what 75 to 80% water or some shit.
Man, ain't it a trip?
But anyway, running dry. California's stubbornly persistent illegal cannabis industry isn't just undercutting the illegal market. It's also behind some of the world's most blatant water theft. Oh my God, they're stealing water. The state's estimated 8 billion underground marijuana industry consumes staggering volumes of precious resource, despite the state legalizing recreational use back in 2016. Some participants have been known to truck in stolen water, while others take it from fire hydrants or dig illegal wells. Years of off and on droughts in the state have exacerbated the problem. California's community have made progress in addressing water theft, and the situation was improved recently, according to those who are tracking the efforts. But it's a problem that the state is going to continue to struggle with, and has the potential to put the industry at larger heads with other crops and industries competing for the state's limited water resources. Now, and it's like, I don't know, my input on that is like if we have so much fucking water covering the world or whatever it may be, you got motherfuckers, if you digging wells within your own parameters or whatever it may be, your land, your team land or whatever it is, why the fuck are you messing with me? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the case with that. But it's like, damn, the world's supposed to be fucking free or whatever it is, but we gotta pay for so much shit.
Shit,
You know
that's
what I'm
why we
saying?
got a fucking water bill though. But you would think, I mean, California been dealing with droughts. They always say we dealing with droughts and this and that. So if that is the case, and that has been the case, so you can understand them putting a heavy emphasis on, you know, people using water and not paying for it, because we pay for the shit, you know.
True.
You know.
Like, yeah, I can see it in it's a lot of value points, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, to both sides of it, you know, and it's a struggle. It's like within our industry, it's like we can't win for growing our shit,
for
but
real.
then now that we growing our shit, we getting the good stuff. Oh, you stealing the water from over here.
Mhm.
Oh, all right, we done passed this. You done got the shops. Oh, you're not following this guideline now. It's like, man, once you get through one door, it's a fucking another one.
Yep, all the time, man.
That's the industry.
Man, moving on. California Task Force recommends $228 billion in drug war reparations for Black Americans. Okay. A California task force is officially recommending that the legislature pass reparations legislation to compensate about 2 million Black Americans, with a total of nearly $228 billion for racially disproportionate harms that resulted from the war on drugs in the states over the course of half a century. The 9-member California task force to study and develop reparations proposal for African Americans, which was conveyed by Governor Newsom in 2020 and released an interim report last year, voted on Saturday to submit its finalized recommendation to the governor and legislature. When it comes to the drug war reparations, the panel concluded that the legislator should pay an estimated $1,996 to Black Californians and $115,260 in 2020 dollars. That reflects a total of $2,352 per person for each year of residency in California during the 49-year period between 1971 in 2020. That amount is to a total of 227 billion 858 800 $901 and 23 cents in reparations for all affected persons. Do you think that's enough though?
I mean, shit.
$2,000 $2,000 $2,352
per year.
per year for a 49-year period.
I mean, like for certain, no. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like if you're looking at it from the standpoint, what I'm looking at it as far as like criminal action being taken for marijuana. Because I believe that falls up under this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was a youngin', you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, ain't no secret. And been out there, had a shoebox, shoebox of bud, you know what I'm saying? When I always been a weed smoker. I ain't like going to go and get my shit, you know what I'm saying? I get an eighth here, get a bag here, whatever it may be. Those days was long gone, a long time ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get mine in bulk, you know what I'm saying? I shoebox my shit, you know what I'm saying? Have it right there. Motherfuckers ran up in there and they tried to switch my personal use, like nothing bagged up, no scales around my shit, no nothing. And they try to use it for, you know what I'm saying, for sales. You know what I'm saying? Now, charges were I did the time for the shit. You know what I'm saying? And if that falls up inside of this, the time that was spent away, you know what I'm saying, from my family and shit like that, nah, I don't think like that. You can't pay for that. But it's actually something. You know what I'm saying? But my answer straight up, no. That's not enough to pay for that shit. Because I
Huh?
know during that time, even when I was gone, you know what I'm saying, I had nephews and shit that was born. I ain't see popping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like family members was lost during that time and shit like that. So those times, like, no, you can't get that shit back. And you trying to compensate this shit with something that's losing value day by day. You know what I'm saying? Money, like this tangible shit, is like near future may fuck around and be gone.
On the real. Yep.
So, no.
Yeah, I don't think so either. No.
Average price of recreational cannabis hits new low in Connecticut. Sales of medical cannabis in Connecticut decreased in April for the first time since recreational sales began. According to data released by state officials Thursday, overall sales of recreational cannabis have doubled since the first retail shops opened. The average price of recreational cannabis products has dropped month over month, hitting a new low of $39.58 in April, about 50 cents lower than the average price per month. Average price in March, excuse me. The average cost of medical cannabis products has largely remained steady at $36.51. As the price has dropped, the total number of recreational cannabis products sold has increased month over month, reaching a new high of 259,499 in April. The decrease in medical cannabis sales mirrors the steady decline in the number of registered medical cannabis patients in Connecticut. There were 48,896 registered patients in January compared to 46,048 in April. Medical cannabis users are not subject to transaction limits, and sales are not taxed. At that last part, you know what I'm saying, when they say like medical cannabis users are not they not subject to transaction limits. You have certain areas that have these recreational cannabis shops to where it's like you only limited to about like an ounce a week, maybe even an ounce a month if you come in and buy. Versus to the medical patient, there is no limit. You know what I'm saying? You go in,
And no
you get
sales tax.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain benefits to it, but I don't see why they keep like separating the two, recreational with medical. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I just believe it should just be cannabis uses, period. You know what I'm saying? If you take off that label of it, you would have dropping numbers, excelling numbers. All that shit would be bunched into one, you know what I'm saying? Because you getting the medical shit when you use it recreationally. When you use it medically, you getting the recreational benefit of the shit too. If you're around your buddies, your family members, and you laughing and you getting the munchies and You sleepy and all that shit. We rocking on.
For sure, man. That's real.
That's your weekly news. The best way to smoke. Serpo Jr.
Big J.
Baby.
Jay.